I read a very conservative amount of 4 books in the month of February, so let's kind of go over them and give my ratings and thoughts. Starting out with my first February read, we have Red Queen. This is a YA dystopian fantasy. I ended up giving this book 5 stars. It's in a world where red bloods and silver bloods are kind of divided. Silver bloods are looked at as the elites, and red bloods are kind of looked at as the lessers. They're the people who are assigned to the war and have to go fight the Silver's war for them. Mare is a 17-year-old girl. She is a red blood. She's nearing her 18th birthday, which means she's going to be sent to the war because she has no job lined up. She meets a stranger in a tavern where she's pickpocketing people and, getting money for her family. She meets a stranger. The stranger gets her a job at the castle with the royals, and then kind of just her whole world changes from there. There's 2 brothers who are pining after her heart, so yes, she does kiss both of them in this book. There's rebellion, there's betrayal, there's a love triangle, there's all kinds of things going on, and it's everything that I love in a YA fantasy, YA dystopian book. And honestly, I'm torn which brother I'm rooting for. I have some theories going on. Right now, I really like Cal, but there's something about Maven that I don't know, I kind of like him. I have Glass Sword up on my bookshelf. It's actually probably going to be my second read of March. We'll just see how that plays out, but I'm really excited to see what happens with Mare. That ending was insane. I didn't really see it coming. I love a good YA book. I will never get tired of YA books. I don't care how old I get. Rebellion is probably one of my favorite plots. So yeah, like I said, Red Queen, I started out February pretty strong with a 5-star read. We went from a fun little fantasy YA book to a very spicy and steamy dark romance. A dark rom-com at that. I don't think there was a single chapter where I wasn't laughing. No matter what was going on in the plot, there was something that was making me laugh. This is a dual narration, so we get Allie's point of view as well as Josh. Allie is a trauma nurse, and when she goes home, do you know how she decompresses after a long day of dealing with all kinds of stuff that she sees? Mask talk. Pretty much. It doesn't say explicitly mask talk, but it's mask videos. And her favorite creator is Josh. So then we have Josh's point of view as well, and his point of views are probably my favorite. I love Allie. Allie is his mirror match in every possible way, but Josh is hilarious. Hilarious. I have so many tabs of just like Josh in here, and then we have a lot of tabs because I don't think that there's a chapter where they're not doing something, either to themselves or with each other, if you catch my drift. If you really like a lot of spice, a lot of steam, a lot of smut, you're gonna love this. It's a good time. It's really fun. There is a lot of dark themes. Josh is the dark romance boyfriend of my dreams. He is everything that I would love the dark romance boyfriends to be. He doesn't harm her in any way, and he's just really protective. Okay, what lengths will he go to protect her? You're gonna have to find out. 5 stars in terms of spice. I give that rating a solid 4. This was everything I needed and more. This is the top contender for my favorite book of 2025 so far. It's gonna be really hard for any book to actually blow this one out of the water. So we were just keeping the steam, I guess, for this month of love. Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Obsessed with this book. I gave this book 4.5 stars. The spice, I did give it 3.5. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this book. Whether was it steamy, was it not? Some people felt like it really wasn't that steamy, but I think it just wasn't that freaky. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here, but I think myself, I'm kind of included in this. I thought there was going to be a little bit more like kinkier things, a little bit more freakier things, and there wasn't, but there still was a decent amount. And honestly, at the end of the day, this was perfect. I think the level that was in here was perfect, because you have to think they're 21-year-old college students. They are just now actually getting to explore what they like in the bedroom. They're still just figuring themselves out, so it is perfect. I am an Ali Hazelwood fan through and through. She could write an instruction manual and I will buy it. I really connected with Scarlett, the main female character in Deep End. We're gonna put the spice to the side for a second. Her inner monologue is exactly what goes on in my brain in a daily basis from the very beginning. Just all of the things that she worries about, I worry about. A lot of tabs that I made that it's like I relate to her on such a deep level. I think that really made me enjoy this book as well. So again, I gave this 4.5 stars. February was so good to me, and I ended it on a really good note too. What is that good note, you might ask? Till Death. This is a reread. I read this last year when it came out. I got this as an ARC, well, really in a PR box. It was so good. It was 5 stars, and now rereading it, I'm still happy I gave it 5 stars. Spice, I gave it a 2. If you're looking for like a spicy romantasy, this is not going to be it for you. The romance and the fantasy in this, oh my god, the slow burn was slow. The enemies to lovers they were enemies for like 400 plus pages or so, like if not more. Till Death follows 26-year-old Deianira. She is Death's maiden. So when Death comes and visits her, he gives her a name and she has to go and that person, like the magic within her forces her to. She's Death's little assassin. She's a very reluctant assassin, but she's still Death's assassin nonetheless. And she's also the princess. So that doesn't help a lot of things. The world in this book, everybody is immortal for 100 years. Once you reach 100 years, then you will, naturally go. You cannot before 100 years unless it's from her hands. So a lot of people don't like her, and it creates a lot of implications. She meets Orin, and that really creates a lot of implications in her life. It changes everything. There's just plot twist after plot twist. Like, the hits just keep on coming. When you think that there couldn't be any more twists left, there's a twist. A lot of them I didn't see coming. So I'm almost done. I'm recording this before February ends, and I have just this much left. I'm finishing it tonight, but this is a reread, so I already know what's happening. But when I finished it before, it was through the audiobook, so I didn't get to tab it all. And now I went through and I tabbed. There's so many tabs. Do you see all of my dark tabs? These dark blue ones? Those are every single time he uses his nickname for her. Every single time it has a tab. I'm obsessed with them. Do I love so much about this book? Yes, I love the world building. I love the world that was created. I love the characters. I even love the dog. I really don't have any complaints about this book. I think the pacing was really well, especially going back and rereading it and catching all of the things. There were some parts where I felt like the pacing was a little bit slower, but when you reread and you catch everything that was hidden in those like slower parts, it's crazy. It is a standalone. Miranda Lynn is creating an interconnected world. The next book in that world comes out this week, March 4th. I'm excited to read that. It's called Nevermore. It's going to be a duology based on another character and their story from here. I'm so excited. I really don't think I could have asked for a better reading month. Yes, I only have 4. I was listening to an audiobook. It was a Hermione fanfiction for all of February. I'm not done with that. I had a lot of fun. Yes, it's only 4 books, but they were an amazing 4 books. So I will take 4 practically 5-star ratings over reading 11 3-star reads. I'm excited for what March has to come. I have a bunch of reads that I want to read. There's a lot of releases that are coming out that I'm excited for, that I'm going to get my hands on and hopefully read before the month is over. Is there anything cool that you read this month? Is there anything I should be reading? Because I love recommendations. My TBR is a mile long and it just keeps growing every day, and that's okay with me. We know you're excited to read in March. I'm really excited to read Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm excited to read Nevermore. I'm excited to read Glass Sword after I read Red Queen. Those are my top 3 right now, and then after that, I'm just gonna let my mood tell me what we're gonna read after that. So, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I will see you guys in my next video.